Hey guys, I just want to apologize for not having the Discord server up and running yesterday. Just for clarification, the issue was with Patreon's servers. Looks like they had some issues last night that were all over Twitter. You can see their Twitter page, Patreon status. They're having some issues. They say they've been resolved. However, they're having some scheduled maintenance overnight. And it looks like other people are still also having issues with their Discord server. So if you sign up tonight to get in early, just keep in mind that you may have some slowness or some issues, but again, that's on Patreon's end, is not anything that I'm doing, so just bear with us while we get through this. But I did want to open up the server up because market doesn't sleep for anybody, and obviously it's already September 1st, so I want to make sure people get their full month's worth of access to the server. So the tiers are up. Obviously, the early low prices are going to be limited as more people sign into the server and sign up. The prices are slowly going to go up. So if you're even considering about signing up, I'd recommend you get in early, because the price you lock in when you sign up, that's the price you're going to pay forever. So if you get in for $10 a month and next month so many people join the server that the price is, let's say, $25 a month, you will always only pay $10 a month as long as you maintain your membership. So I look to see you in the server. Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back here with another daily update video, and it was just a crazy day in the market, right? If you were watching the market from the morning, you saw we did like an Uno reverse card around the afternoon, because we were looking to have a very rare red day today, because Tesla got absolutely beat down today. You can see, looking at the big board here, Apple was also down 2%. So the two tickers that recently had their split just got taken down a few pegs. So hopefully if you played those two tickers, you maybe locked in some profits, or if you had options open on them, hopefully you were profitable and cashed out to close out the positions. But overall, as you can see on this board here, there's a whole lot of green on the board. But that doesn't really tell the whole story for the market, because some of the big tickers, like the ones that stick out, Apple was down 2%, AMD was down 2%. I mean, it's crazy to think about that when the whole market is green. The ticker that was just recently in the 40s and 50s not too long ago was actually down. It was the opposite of what the market did. That's a little bit of weirdness. Micron, of all tickers, was up 4.5%. You know, I've been watching, keeping an eye on Micron every day, and it seems like Micron is just disconnected from the rest of the stock market, because Micron just does whatever it wants to do. Some days he just wants to keep going down. Some days, you know what, I'm going to go up 4.5%, because why not? And it seems like it's doing it for no apparent reason, or at least no reason that I can tell. I mean, I do know one thing, that Nvidia had a good conference yesterday, and as you can see on the graph, Nvidia was up 3.8%, which is good for me because I have a put credit spread on Nvidia on currently. But I also know that Micron is going to be supplying parts for Nvidia, I believe chips. So that may have been the cause for the run-up on Micron today. But my kind of counter argument to that is, well, if that was the case, well then why didn't Micron go up this much yesterday when Nvidia went up, as far as the run-up to the conference? So who knows? I mean, overall, the semiconductor, except for AMD, did well. But I know I have a cash good put. I actually have two of them on AMD, but my strikes are at 85. So I did lose a little bit of profit that I made yesterday, but I'm still overall profitable, so I'm happy about that. And today is Wednesday after hours, so there's only 2 more days in the market that AMD has to trade above $85 for me to collect max profit. But let's just get right into it. So let's start off with space. So if you remember, I'm kind of bag holding 200 shares of Virgin Galactic right now. I have 200 shares at the $19 strike price, and we had a decent green day yesterday, but today we sold off hard in the first half an hour. I mean, we went from 1751 at market open all the way down to 1647, basically lost $1, down 5.4% in the first 30 minutes. And then we slowly rallied back. So, you know, if you thought about opening some cash good puts, the first 30 minutes of market open today would have been a great time to maybe open up some puts at 14 or 15 strikes on Virgin Galactic. I didn't make any new positions because right now, like I said, I'm already bag holding 200 shares, which is not the end of the world because I have 200 shares at $90 each. So that means I have a total of $3,800 locked up in Virgin Galactic. So it's not a huge part of my portfolio, so I still have a lot of buying power left to buy and trade other options with. But I've also been able to sell covered calls on them. I mean, I've sold covered calls last Friday on Virgin Galactic that expire this Friday, and I sold them at my cost basis where I basically own the stock. I mean, yes, my cost basis is a little bit less because I've been accumulating a little bit of premium over the past couple of weeks while I've been bag holding. But just for argument's sake, my cost basis is $19, and I sold them last Friday for $31 a contract. And as you can see, they're already trading for $5 a contract. So I'm already profitable by end of day today by $26 per contract. I mean, at this point, I'm probably just going to let them ride to max profit, hopefully, on end of day Friday. I am hoping for a nice little run up or pump on space at some point, so hopefully my shares will get called away. But again, if these things are trading for a penny on Friday, I'll probably close out the position and then open up new cash secure puts on space at the 19 strike price for the following Friday. If I were to do that today, I would collect roughly $28 in premium per contract, which is actually not that great. It's less than I got last Friday. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm hoping for a little bit of a space rally the next 2 days so we can get closer to my 19 strike, and that way I can collect more premium. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I already alluded to my AMD position, so I have 2 cash secured puts on AMD at the 85 strike price. Again, we sold off in the first 30 minutes about 2.5%, just like with space. I was getting a little bit nervous, but then we kind of leveled off and traded flat, which I was perfectly fine with, because flat days means theta decay is just eating away at your premiums, so you can get more profit, which is exactly what I like. So let's take a look. I sold some puts at the 85 strike, and they are currently trading for $19. So I'm, again, happy with that. I am already profitable. So again, I'm probably going to ride these out to max expiration, hopefully by end of day Friday. And then maybe we'll look into opening up some more plays on AMD because, you know, AMD hit 90 now. The next stop is going to be over 100. That's probably going to be the next threshold. So if I do end up getting assigned shares in the 80s, I'm still bullish on AMD in the short to medium term and definitely the long term. So if I do end up bag holding in the 80s, I'm sure at some point I'll get my shares called away if I sell covered calls at the cost basis. Just because I don't want to miss another run up on AMD like it did from 40 to 50 all the way up to 90 now. It basically doubled in about a month or two, which is crazy. This stock market right now is just absolutely nuts. So if you watched my video yesterday, you know I have a put credit spread on Nvidia, and my strikes are at 520, 515. So right now, AMD opened up 6.4%, sold off a little bit just like everything else in the first 30 minutes, and then again traded flat. Actually, this graph looks very similar to the shape of the AMD graph, which was interesting. But as you can see, we closed the day still up almost 4% at 574 and some change. As long as Nvidia closes Friday end of day above $520, I will collect max profit on that spread, which is $55. So let's see, I'm already profitable on that. So I'm happy about that. Let's just take a look and see what Robinhood says it is, even though this is not going to be 100% accurate because Robinhood always assumes the mid price. But let's just see, September 4th, I sold the 520 strike put, and then I bought the 515 strike put. So Robinhood said this is only worth $5, which if that's the case, I'm already profitable by $50 right now, which is looking really good right now. But like I said, AMD and Nvidia both look like they're going to rally. I'm bullish on them, both short to medium term and also long term. So I'm not too concerned as of right now about my Nvidia put credit spread getting tested. So I'm looking good right now. The one stock or the one option that I am concerned about is my QQQ mistake. Because if you haven't seen my previous videos, I accidentally bought a 300 strike call on QQQ. And then I, not in panic, but to manage that position because I didn't want a naked call on QQQ because I didn't think that QQQ would hit 300, which as you can see it already has. So actually, if I held that naked call, I would have been profitable right now by quite a decent sum. So I bought a call at 300. I actually bought it for $154. Right now it's trading for $454. I would have made $300 in just about, actually less than a week if I sold these right now. So, you know, this was just like a disaster from the get-go. but I tried to manage my position and limit my losses. So what I did was, since I had bought this 300 call by accident, I said, let me turn it into a Theta Gang play. So then I sold the 299 strike right below it. So then my max loss is $100, not accounting for any premiums, because there's $1 worth of a difference between my two strikes. And my max profit is $19, which is fine. Again, I was trying to limit losses, not really trying to earn a big profit at that point. And now, because QQQ is trading above 300, meaning it's blew past both of these strikes, above 300 especially, I'm in max loss territory. So right now, I'm down $100, my max loss on this call credit spread. Then yesterday, I thought, you know what? QQQ is rallying hard. Let me open up a put credit spread and turn this into an iron condor to kind of minimize my losses for this week. So then what I did was I sold a put on the Qs, and I sold it at 290, and then I bought the put to turn it into a put credit spread at 285. Because I did not think, the way the Qs were trading this week, that we were going to drop $10 all the way to 290. And I sold these for a net credit of $42. So in theory, roughly, my max loss now is going to be $100 minus the $42 of potential max profit on this side, because with an iron condor, you can't lose on both sides, right? The ticker is either going to go up or going to go down. It can't do both. So now my max loss is going to be roughly $58, not accounting for the $19 in premium that I collected on the call credit spread side. So if I count for that, my max loss is only going to be now $39. So, you know, in retrospect, I think I managed this pretty well, because I initially took an option which had a max loss of $154, and now I turned it into a bunch of trades that now have a max loss basically $100 less, or actually less than $100. So I'm actually fine with that. Even if I take a $39 loss on this trade, overall for the week, I'm going to be profitable. You know, you can't win them all. And like I said, I'm going to be profitable overall for the week, but not only the week, overall for the month and for the year as well. So a small loss, I will take that any day if that gets followed up with a bunch of bigger gains. So that was my trading day for today. Didn't open any new positions, didn't close any positions, just pretty much watched the market. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have some big green days for space, for AMD, and for Nvidia. And hopefully the Qs will come back down to earth. I need the Qs to trade between 290 and 300 for me to collect max profit on both sides of the spreads. So we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, I'll keep you posted. You know, again, if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and just hold on to that naked call that I accidentally bought, because I would have been up $300 by now. But again, hindsight is 20/20, so what are you going to do? As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the YouTube comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe. And as always, happy trading.